Hi, everybody.
Get that thing to shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Okay, so we're back here at my little hacienda to do, I guess this will be part 5 of the poster collection. We're going to start it off with a legend and the man that has whipped more asses than you or I could ever possibly imagine.
Andrew Bernarski.
Oh. Chuck Norris. He's mad too, look at him. He's mad as shit.
He's like, I ain't got my total gym tonight. I'm going to kick somebody's butt.
It's Code of Silence, which is an excellent Chuck Norris film, and it's got a great tagline. Eddie Cusack.
It's supposed to be a wallet.
It's supposed to be his badge, look.
Yeah, but a wallet.
Yeah. The toughest cop in the world just got tougher, and at the top, Eddie Cusack's having.
I don't know if I've ever seen a cop with a gun like that.
Day. Yeah, I don't think that they're allowed to carry weaponry like that.
How come Chuck got away with it?
Because it's Chuck. So what do I need to say about Chuck Norris? I mean,
you can get that sign, but it cost you $100.
I've got all of Chuck Norris's films almost, except for some of like the more obscure ones.
You don't have Top Dog.
That's true, I don't have that one. I pick up all the ones that I possibly can. I don't know, I think it's a combination of the fact that Chuck Norris was one of the worst actors of all time, but yet he had no idea he was like one of the worst actors of all time. He thought he was great, and that makes it even better.
Yeah, but he's a dumbass.
So now we're going to do a double feature here because my favorite Chuck movie, Invasion U.S.A., son of a bitch, which was actually directed by Joseph Zito, who also gave us Friday the 13th Part 4 and A Prowler.
You can tell Uncle Bill's proud of that one, folks.
I really am, though, because out of all the
destruction in the background,
out of all the artwork that I've ever
look at that, it's a World Trade Center.
seen, this is like the one that I remember the most. He's got the two.
I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay.
Obviously, you are.
The World Trade Center right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I believe that's the Capitol building.
Right. It's taking place in 2 different locations, from what I remember. Yeah.
But he's in like both locations at once.
That's because he's fucking Chuck Norris. He can do that.
No.
Yeah. So when you wake up, it'll be time to die.
He's like the catchphrase. No one thought it could ever happen here. America wasn't ready, but he was.
Chuck Norris. Look at him. He's got his damn shirt open because he's that badass. Look here.
Oh, God. You need to let your hair grow like that.
That was a nice look, the feathered period there.
Yeah.
But that is my favorite Chuck Norris art anyway. So let's get back to horror.
Chuck Norris.
That was just a brief interlude there into Chuck world.
Hurry.
I always love this poster. I'm going to be getting old D. Wallace to sign the son of a bitch. This is The Howling, of course. One of the best werewolf movies to ever come out. Rob Bottin.
Gonna make you scream.
Yeah, he was the special effects guy that created the werewolves. And I like this movie better than American Werewolf in London. They both came out at exactly the same time. A lot of people like the other one better. I like this one better, even though Joe Dante had to go eat lunch when he was talking to us or something. And he kind of blew us off. That's alright, because this movie still killed.
Ooh, baby.
Look at that.
That's The Howling.
So what's up?
So what else you got?
I'm going to show you. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to show you. Oh, shit. It's Cronenberg, folks. It's Rabid.
You missed your chance to get that sign now.
I know.
Marilyn Chambers is dead.
This is one of the first David Cronenberg films that I saw besides the stuff that everybody has seen, like Scanners and The Fly. And it's one of my favorites. It's an infected person's film, which he did a lot of those, really, with Marilyn Chambers in it. And that's not Marilyn Chambers. For a long time I thought that was her for some reason. But no, that's just some random bitch that gets put in a freezer in the film. But I just love that. It's a lot like the Black Christmas poster that I've got. If there's a cool death scene in a film, they put it on the cover of the poster.
You know something I think is cool too, though, that we don't really talk about?
It's hard to say.
You see the pinholes up there. And like,
a lot of people don't like that, and I mean, I guess it's better. It's worth more to have the mint poster than it has been used. But at least if you see the pinholes, you know that it's been up in a theater somewhere or something like that, or somebody's room. You know, people have enjoyed it, and it just makes you wonder, like, how many times it's screened with this poster advertising it and stuff. Pretty cool.
Yeah. To be honest, I never really paid that much attention to that. Just as long as the poster itself was in fairly good condition. So, a little thing that people don't know about this film, though, the executive producer was Ivan Reitman.
Mm-hmm.
Great film, though.
I think we're talking about Ivan Reitman was actually a writer behind
U.S.A, yeah, which we'll be getting to a little bit later.
Rabid.
If you haven't seen this film, though, you should be fucking ashamed. If you haven't seen this film, you should be ashamed too, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the classic from Wampikia Simon, Pieces.
You don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre.
I always loved any time the poster included this, which was a little like, which you knew they did for publicity. It didn't have anything at all to do with the film, but I always thought that was great. I love that poster too.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is about. The color scheme is really good on it too. Red, and you got the little. That has something to do with the film, but I'm not allowed to give it away.
It's a nice poster. The movie's pretty cool too. If you haven't checked out the movie, there's finally a decent edition of that on DVD.
This one I actually got in a lot. This was back when you could get posters pretty cheap with Nightmare City, the Nightmare City one, and the Fighting Mad one, and one other one that I can't remember right now, and it was like maybe $30 for all those. It was a good deal.
That's back when you get deals like that.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore though.
People are too greedy now.
So, yeah. Oh God, this is one of my favorites. It is an incredibly hard poster to find because they didn't make a whole lot of them because this movie was fucking really, really offensive. And
yeah.
So, if you've never seen this movie, Trauma actually put it out. I don't know who distributed the actual poster or anything, but this is the original Blood-Sucking Freaks.
Interesting thing down there too. Didn't they have something whited out down there or something?
Yeah, I believe that was the rating, which I don't think the film was rated.
Yeah.
So they can't have that if they're displaying it at a theater or anything. So if you...
Blood-Sucking Freaks.
This is the...
Here's the thing about that poster.
Of the DVD as well.
Though. The poster doesn't really represent the movie because you would think it looks more like it'd be a comedy or something. Or just, to me it does. I mean, it looks like it'd be more silly, over the top or something than anything else. I mean, it is over the top, but it's got some pretty sadistic stuff in it.
Yeah, I don't know who, that's what I'm saying, I don't know who designed the poster. I would like to think it probably wasn't the filmmakers. I'd say it was probably Trauma. Because if you look at the poster, it's very indicative of like Trauma's style.
Yeah.
And you're right, it doesn't really have anything to do with the film. The film's a lot more hardcore than that poster would ever lead you to believe.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a smaller one too. It's like what, probably about
I'd say it's a weird size. It might be a little bit bigger than 24 by 36. Something like that. But yeah, if we were going to Cinema Wasteland this year, we could actually meet the director, Joel M. Reed, who I'm told a real lunatic for real. Like, not joking around. He's really crazy.
So who knows? Maybe we'll be there.
Yep. So there's that. One of my favorite posters, possibly my favorite poster that I have, and this is harder than shit to find. It's a Death Dream poster, aka Dead of Night, a great film that not a lot of people know about from Bob Clark, who directed Black Christmas and A Christmas Story and all kinds of other shit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my main thing with this is I love any poster that has a collage of shit that happens in the movie painted onto the poster, and this is definitely one of those posters. And just the fact that this is such a great movie, not a lot of people know about it, makes it even better, really.
Yeah, it looks like it's folded kind of oddly too, doesn't it? Like it only has the...
Yeah, it has three, I guess, horizontal
And it doesn't
folds.
have a middle fold. It might have, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it does, it's just not that pronounced.
Huh.
But yeah, hard poster to find.
That's from like what, about 1972?
Yeah, I'm thinking 76. Yeah. So I don't see a lot of these. As a matter of fact, I saw this one time and bought it, and that was the last one I saw. It was about, I don't know, 2 years ago.
Death Dream. That's a great movie, though. I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen that movie that's watching this, so check it out sometime.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's, to be honest with you, I think it's better than Black Christmas.
I wouldn't disagree with that, actually. I mean, I think it's probably one of the best movies that nobody really knows about.
I remember when we were interviewing Bob Clark, he was really surprised that we wanted to ask him about this movie. I don't think he was asked a whole lot about this, and this was.
No.
Did you mention this was Tom Savini's very first effects job?
Yeah, very first. I think it's his very first on-screen appearance and stuff too, as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually on, and yeah, this was a great film. Though this guy, I forget his name.
It's another thing you can get Savini to sign.
Richard Backus. Yeah, I don't want Savini signed anything else. I got enough shit signed by Tom Savini.
You can never have enough shit signed by Tom Savini.
You've already seen this one, I think. Or maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But this is my Part 5 poster.
And on yours, he said he loved being on you.
The only difference is, yeah, he says, to me, loved being on your show. He said he didn't like being on your show. We thought you was...
We both have the same show. He's crazy.
He is crazy. But, you were saying before, though, these posters, like, the more you actually look at them, the more you tend to like them. Because they are so simplistic that they're kind of classical in the way that the style is. Especially the Part 4 one. Part 2 and Part 4, I think, are the best
And
ones.
just a little bit of advice for everybody out there. Regardless of what price you can get these now, I would pick all these Friday the 13th posters up because it's something I can almost guarantee you that at some point in time, all of these are going to be worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick up 7 and 8 soon because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I definitely need to pick up 7 because I like that film a lot more than a lot of people do. And 8 just because...
And, yeah, I mean, for the people that are worried about getting autographs and if they will actually devalue the poster, that's not exactly true. I think we were talking to Edwin Neal about that, and it actually brings the price of the poster up, even if they're personalized. So if you're worried about that...
I actually asked him that at Fright Night one year because he's a huge poster guy. I don't know if people know that, but that's what he does. And he said, yeah, the collectors set the price of this shit. So if there's collectors that want signed posters, then they'll pay whatever they can for them.
Yes.
Well, there's that.
Jason still haunts me. So does Roy.
Roy haunts all of us. This was torn all to shit, but I love this poster. It's a hard poster to find, too. It's the Brain Damage.
It's the Paramount video poster, too.
Yeah, it's a video poster, which is exactly the same design as the theatrical poster. It got the Silver Scroll Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror.
Woo, baby!
Wow! So that's another Frank Henenlotter film.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen Brain Damage? Did you see it?
I don't think so, no. That guy looks like Jeff Goldblum, right?
He does. This is Elmer, the little parasite that invades his brain and talks with like a British accent.
It looks like something I'd shit out.
It does, yeah. This is a strange film that only people that really enjoy stuff like Trauma and Frank Henenlotter can really appreciate. But, yeah. Just go see it.
Check it out.
That's oddly enough, I don't have anything on the other side of that, so I guess that'll be it. Oh, shit!
Another classic that I remember watching as a kid. It's another one. It isn't out on DVD, Uncle Bill. How in the hell could that be?
I don't know. The Legend of Billie Jean.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a... I think this is a fucking awesome movie, and it needs to come out on DVD. Helen Slater's in it as the title character.
Yeah, Helen Slater's titties need to come out of that little jumpsuit she's got on there. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Right.
This one has a great soundtrack, too, by Pat Benatar. I don't know. It's another one that just really screams 1980s. I think this movie came out in the classic year 1985.
We will be invincible.
Yeah. And another one that's not horror, but fuck it. It's awesome. Both these movies are awesome. Anybody want to tell me otherwise? Fuck you. Legend of Billie Jean. And you can actually listen to one of the old Felcher interviews we did with him where a guy actually called like every day for like 2 years or something asking
when they were going to release the Regent of Billie Jean. He's a Chinese guy and he talked like that. So, Legend of Billie Jean. If you guys haven't seen it, you don't know what you're missing. Now, I want to warn you people too, though. You're all going to mark out for this next one. This is one of my favorite posters that I don't have framed.
Oh, shit.
They're back from the grave and ready to party.
Oh, I just love that poster. I always have. Just, I know I keep saying this, but this is like 80s horror personified right here. You just, I don't know, I just love the artwork there. And that was another one that I was lucky enough to pick up for $10. This is a poster that easily goes over $80 to $100, you know, on eBay. So this is, yes, original. A lot of people want to know how you can distinguish the remakes from the original posters, or not reprints from the original posters. Well, you gotta just get posters. You can, I mean, the way they're made, like the paper stock, like the paper stock nowadays are like really glossy, I've noticed and stuff. And this is not. I mean, this is more of a rough, kind of like a magazine or something, paper stock. So, and you got to look down at the bottom for all of the numbers and stuff like that. There's no real clear way. I guess you can fake anything.
They can fake all this stuff, but the one thing that they really have a hard time faking is the lettering in the posters, because there's a specific way that that's done, and when it's reprinted, it doesn't look as crisp or as solid. So you can tell a lot of times by the lettering and the way the poster.
And that's what I was saying, at the bottom of the poster, the really small lettering and stuff.
And look at that, it's got a little number right there, but they can fake that.
You'll be able to. Usually though, like the really small shit at the bottom is really hard to copy. So
that's a hell of a soundtrack too, by the way.
Yeah, but I was lucky enough to pick this one up, another one for $10, and it's like one of those once in a lifetime things. It's probably never going to happen again. But I'm glad it happened to me at least once, so I could pick some of these movies up, because there was no way I was going to pay like $80 to $100 for this poster, even though it's killer. So, Return of the Living Dead. Bow down, bitches. Don't y'all want this poster? Ain't this thing poster sexy? Next one up, let's see. I don't even know what I'll flip this one around here. Oh my God. Well, you all saw earlier the Nightmare on Elm Street original, the one from '84. This is the sequel, directed by Jack Shoulder, who we've had on the show, and he actually proclaimed that it's better than the original movie. He didn't think the original movie was that good, did he, Uncle Bill?
No. I'm sorry, Jack Shoulder, but you're wrong.
But I always liked this movie, though. I don't know about the poster art. I kind of just got it because I like that style, you know, the painted style, which you've seen a lot in these videos.
Yeah. Although Kim Myers, that chick right there, is uber hot.
Hell yeah. So yeah, that's Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I actually like the movie though, but I mean, it's nowhere near as good as the original movie. It's got a lot of homoerotic shit going on in it, which I know Uncle Bill was turned on by. That's Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. I don't know if they made like an original video poster for that, but maybe I can put in the cover of the video. I always grew up with that. I love that cover. It just has Freddy on it, but it's, I don't know, it's just one of those deals I sort of grew up with it, I guess. So, next up. My Bloody Valentine, baby. And there's more than one way to lose your heart, Uncle Bill. You didn't know that, did you?
Mm-mm. Look here.
Classic.
There's one thing I did notice about this. If you're looking at it from far away, you probably won't notice this in this poster. But once you zoom in the mining lot, look at that. It's a little dance.
They're going to have the Valentine's Day dance.
It's a dance going on.
You're going to go dancing with the cops.
I'm a blue
because I'm dancing with the cops.
Yeah, whoever sang that was awesome.
Yeah.
But also, you got to mention at the bottom what's going on at the bottom of this.
Yeah, I can lift it up here because this is the last one. Personally signed by the director, George Mahalka.
He wrote a fucking thesis there, didn't he?
Yeah. And he also signed it twice. He must really like signing his name or something. I don't know why he signed it twice, but he did. Yeah, I mean, this is very similar, though, growing up with the Friday the 13th movies, because it's like, it's sort of the same style movie, really, but I mean, if you can get the new uncut version of the DVD, I would highly recommend checking that out, because they basically put all the gore and stuff back in it. So it's really, really like one of the best slasher movies of the 80s now, especially with that stuff added back in. But it's always been one of my favorites. I just like the Canadian aspects of it. I know J-Dog's a big fan of My Bloody Valentine 2. He's about to go out and get the new DVD, I believe. But yeah, it's an all-time classic movie. Anybody that hasn't seen it, shame on you. So last one we got for this update. Oh, shit!
Yeah, a lot of people probably won't even know what the hell this is.
Yeah.
Because this is not the name that most people know this movie by.
Yep. Well, Seven Doors of Death was a U.S. Release of Fulci's The Beyond, which I believe was never even released as The Beyond in the U.S. until like a few years ago on DVD. It was always known as Seven Doors of Death, and it was a cut version of the movie. So this was the theatrical version of the Fulci film. And there's a lot of interesting things to talk about with this movie. First of all, the quotes were bullshit. Neither one of these guys said this. They made up the quotes from Kim Hinkle and Toby Hooper. Those are fake. You know, they didn't use the quote. But another cool aspect to this poster, after you get that in there, is the autograph that I got on it, thanks to a good buddy, Jason, I Love Boys Payne, from the star of the movie, and you can see her painted right there. It's Catriona McCall.
It's her hand, and here's her boobies.
It's definitely my favorite female of all of the Euro horror movies.
She's got an excellent signature, though. I got to give her credit.
And it was cool to finally, I mean, we were originally scheduled to go to that convention, but something came up. But hopefully sometime down the line we'll meet her and I can get her to sign the Gates of Hell poster that I have. But yeah, I mean, this was definitely cool to get her to fucking sign this. Another aspect that's interesting about this poster before we head out, and you guys will see us, I guess, in update number 5, A New Beginning. This was supposed to be the final chapter, but we're nowhere near finished, are we, Uncle Bill?
No!
So another thing, and we're fucking long-winded motherfuckers, too, I'm sorry. I don't even know if you can pick this up. Fulci, his U.S. name in this, it's on here somewhere. Lewis Fuller, okay? It was directed by Lewis Fuller. It was an Americanized name he used for this movie. So I thought that was pretty interesting. He had a bunch of names, but Lewis Fuller was the most common, I think, in America. So there we go. Seven Doors of Death.